This document is the same document that we saw in the last video called Before. It's got some natural page breaks and ordinary inserted page breaks in it. We're now going to break this document into sections, and we'll do this by inserting a section break on either side of page 2, the page that we want to make into landscape. Start by turning on your Show Hide button. It helps to identify the current page breaks. We'll also change our view, so click on the Draft View button beside the Zoom bar. This view removes things like page margins, but it's also easier to identify your page breaks in it. Let's scroll down the page until we see the diagram. You can see the dotted line that runs across the page above the diagram. That is a natural page break. Click at the end of the paragraph text above the natural page break, and this is where we will create our break. Click on the Page Layout tab, and you will see the Page Setup group. Click on the Breaks button. You will see that there is a Section Breaks area. Click on the Next Page Section Break. And our break has been created. You can always tell the breaks that have been created by somebody because they will have a name on them. Scroll down the page, and you can see that there is a created break between page 2 and 3. But it's just an ordinary page break. We'll need to replace that with a section break. Highlight the page break and press Delete. Your page will jump, but don't click away, as your cursor will be properly positioned to put in the section break. If I scroll up, you can see it is positioned at the beginning of the text that we want to have at the top of the next page. Click back on the Breaks button and select Next Page. We now have a section break either side of page 2, which divides this document into 3 sections. Turn off the Show Hide and change the view back to Print Layout. If you're moving on to the next video called Show Portrait and Landscape Together, then you can keep this document open.